damage except for the Harif, of course. They're putting all their eggs in their basket onto a Harif, and I'm worried for that. I'm really worried for that.
I kind of feel like the Harif could be substituted out with a Kimmy instead. Just like what, at least you have magic damage, you have turret damage. That's probably the better choice if they want to go for this kind of heavy magic lineup.
Hey, but you never know. The thing is, I'm pretty sure Todak is aware of the lineup that they went with. So I guess we just have to wait and see. Is this going to be the lineup, the draft that is going to save Todak from elimination? Because this could possibly be their final game. Todak and EVOS, this is going to be one match to watch. Right now, we got Terrence and Husky to tell you the story of the game. Take it away, boys.
Thank you so much, Faraz. And now going into game number 2, the deciding factor, will EVOS SG climb the tops and Todak gets eliminated right now? Or will Todak make it into his game 3? Let's see for this game here. But as of now, to bring up the point as well, Husky, you did mention, where's their physical damage? Kimmy, now, like I said as well, they're putting all their eggs on their basket, on Chiku making the plays. Will Chiku be able to crit his way with the Harif, doing a lot of damage in this kind of situations? Because right now, Todak has one really scary lineup right now, in the early presence here. Look at this. JPL, half HP. Can they go for the follow-up? Looks like B forces a flicker. So that's one utility down from EVOS SG for the next 50 seconds. And will Todak be able to capitalize on this here? X-Ray going one-on-one with Loon, gets ejected away, and I feel bad for Esmeralda. It's a one-trick pony.
It's just how Esmeralda works. Like, Jawhead just have the ability to kind of isolate you and displace you. Todak bringing 4 members to the top lane, but highly unlikely they are going to get anything out of that, as X-Ray will start proxying the wave, just try to starve out this Jawhead, as Lun won't be able to leave the lane or go anywhere. I feel like for EVOS SG, they're looking to repeat, to get the 3P, get the triple crown in their record against Todak. And Todak welcomed them into the club of the lower bracket, but now their backs are against the wall. And if you look at the draft, I still think that EVOS SG will be able to kind of transition throughout all phases of the game compared to Todak, who are banking in on this Harris to pop off.
Yes, definitely. And also, there's one point I want to bring up as well from side of EVOS SG. JPL actually opted to go for the Festival of the Blood instead of his support emblem or tank emblem. So a little bit more spellwhelm coming in from the bouncing balls from JPL. This is interesting for me. And seeing how, like I said as well, they don't have a lot of physical damage here. I think JPL might be able to pull it off though in these situations here. However, you can see EVOS SG making quick works on the bottom tier ones already here. And Todak unable to trade any kind of objective just because of how much physical damage they're lacking. On top of that, they have the Farsa almost close to the 4. Are they going to come in this here, Husky?
Yep, they should be able to get JPL, and there we go, first blood onto this cool front. Bambi also caught out as well. This Kagura wanting to get away, but Nernas and X-Ray on his tail. Bambi manages to port out with the umbrella, and here comes Will the Dragon. He's going to kick E1 back, but damage from turret isn't enough. However, they were able to find Nernas in the jungle, so EVOS SG, they trade one back on that Uranus.
Yep. 4 purifies up on Todak. Not gonna be enough here to secure this here, but EVOS SG, they're really waiting for the timings to come up online. Forza so far has not died yet. Todak needs to get the kill here. Ooh. And unfortunately, X-Ray gets scouted out here. EVOS SG, look at this. Forza just chunking his way through, getting 1 kill now on the bounty hunter. And while on that away here, Chico from the sides trying to go for the kill. Can he go for the cleanup crew? And yes, he will as well. As it's going to be 1-for-1. Turtle going to be up for grabs from the side of Todak, and EVOS SG will concede this Turtle towards Todak now.
Not too much of a big deal for EVOS SG, but definitely something that Todak would love to have. Chiku runs at EVOS SG, forces them to start retreating, and then Moon just uses the Feather Airstrike to snipe off the stragglers. So that's basically how Todak is trying to work this draft. So far, it has been effective. Chiku already 2-0 with the triple buff. So EVOS actually don't really want to fight into him unless they catch him out like this. With the flame shot, barely misses though, but here comes the Zamasmog. And again, another Feather Airstrike. The Atlas gets the RKO. And this might be the fight that Todak can win. Chiku dives forward, tries to kill Forza. And will he survive that? He actually does. Turret shot not enough. Now Chiku just gonna buy time. The flicker comes in for Lun with smart missiles. Will kill him off. But Todak, they win a huge fight. 3-for-1.
Ooh, that was a very nice setup here coming from Todak with the RKO coming into the Feather Airstrike. A little bit there from the Feather Extract, but it was enough for the wombo combo, enough damage to shut down 3 players from side of Evo's SG. And currently, Toda, they're gonna apply pressure towards the wound now as Evo's SG, they're bleeding now. But can they play this quickly enough to pick up their pieces here? Because currently the defenses are pretty low right now as Toda, they're gonna keep up aggression, they catch up Lon, ejector is there, not gonna be enough, and he's gonna get bursted down as well as Toda will get another one.
Yep, and the only way that Toda can kind of get these structures is if they get a huge fight, and no members can of EOS SG were not able to defend. Other than that, it's still a challenge for Toda to attempt to take objectives. Maybe with Nanas alone isolated in the bottom lane, EOS SG, despite losing members and losing that one fight, they are still not. They are still only barely behind in terms of goals. So not a big issue for EVOS SG, but definitely a big win for Toda.
Yes, Toda here, they're thinking about getting another pick off here. Will they be able to finish him off? The Nas trying to zone the bottom side of the lane here as they try to get their next objective here. Turtle will be up on the second one here as EVO's SG, they're completely ignoring Turtle as they go in for the dive on X-Ray. JPL, can he connect? Not long enough. The Fatal Extract provide a little bit of support here. Drops their HP half, and Toda will transition in towards the Turtle now as EVO's SG will concede it. And once again, they're going to be ignoring team fights against Toda right now as EVO's SG, they try to get their items up onto Forza before transitioning the game. And I think prior towards the first game here, statistics shows that Forza is a late game marksman player, so they are going to make sure that he gets his farm as much as they can before playing these kind of early aggressions against Chiku. But Chiku now getting ejected away here, and he's going to drop very low. Does he connect? Forza will take him down, but RKO is there from the sides. Not going to be enough, but you can see Soul catching another player with the Way of the Dragon, shuts down Chiku, shuts down X-Ray, whereas the damage Todak, they need to run off EVO's SG. They retaliate. Beautiful, beautiful stuff. Over-commitments coming from Todak here, Husky.
Yep, was about to point that out. Definitely did overcommitted, and they are going to find Moon as well. Moon standing in broad daylight, trying to use those airstrikes. It's never going to work out. So 3 members down from Toda. All started with Chico trying to get the kill onto Odia Bambi, but Bambi with much patience, knowing that his team is here. Lan again, flicker into eject. Delayed the retreat of Chico, allowing for the rest of the team to kind of collapse. I believe E1 did get a decent RKO, but unfortunately there was no further airstrike to follow up. They were not able to kill Forza, and so manages to get a Way of the Dragon on one of the Toda members as well. So everything kind of fell apart in that fight for Toda.
Yep, it's not over yet here. The blue buff up for contestants here. Way of the Dragon, catches off the Atlas. No RKO indeed. X-Ray trying to buy a little bit of time here. Fortunately for Toda, they lose one, but they still secure the blue buff up on towards Chiku now. But at the same time, just now in that fight here, JPL, that's gotta be the longest dunk ever. That's like Kobe Bryant in the making here. As EVO's SG, they have a all-star NBA player from the side of JPL. But still, that's a pretty much overhyping basketball. Sorry, but yeah. Come on, I miss basketball, man.
I miss basketball. It's my favorite sport. Love it so
We're
much.
stuck at home for 2 months now. What do you expect, man?
Yeah. Yeah, I've been in my room since start of March. So
okay, we're sidetracking this. Sorry. Now back to this game here because right now Toda is gonna be contesting the third turtle buff as EVO's SG. They're lying in wait, lying for the next target here, and you can see Kagura with the umbrella there already setting up here, trying to scout out the movements, trying to limit Todak's movement to try and snipe this third turtle here. The Forza is in position to try and take this fight as well, but EVO's SG, seems to me, they're looking for kills. JPL trying to go for the stretch. Moon does scout him out, but seems to me Toda doesn't want to contest this year.
Yeah, I think as long as they know where Atlas is, they should be fine. As Lenas getting slowed up by the flaming shot, Forza is going to committing. Do they want to go for a full commit? Yes, they do! And they find a kill. Right decision from EVO's SG. And now Toda is going to go for a mid lane push. Do they really want to raise this? No, EVO's SG go for a retreat. They're going to recall the base. And Toda desperately want to get the inhibitor turret. They're going to find it, forcing the flicker out from Lun. But now Toda needs to retreat as EVO's SG. They're coming in for the pincer, and X-Ray will be the sacrificial lamb. EVO's SG will find the kill on given over to Forza.
Oh, good trade there, coming from both these teams here. Todak getting a little bit greedy here, taking the tier 3s here, but because of that, the middle lane is pretty much up for control. However, Evo's SG, knowing that they've got 2 players, an immediate transition for Lord here, and they're thinking about closing up the game now. Evo's SG, can they do this? Because Forza is slowly but surely already having those items up on his marksman here. 4-1-4 up on Forza. And currently, with the Lord in the process here, this is going to be a lot of structural damage here being dished out towards Todak here. Item-wise here, you can see huge major item pickups up towards Forza as well. The Wind Talker is available. Next up is going to be potentially the Demon Hunter sword, I think, if he's going for it. But Todak, can they defend against this onslaught? Because the Lord is going to be pushing from the top side now. And Nas trying his best to push out the bottom side of the lane. And Evil's SG, they want to find a pickoff.
This is just so smart. They let the Lord do the bidding, and they send all their members to the bottom side, to the mid and bottom. So Todak is effectively split into 3 squadrons where, you know, they need damage dealers to deal with the Lord. And once the damage dealers show up, it was actually will pull the trigger on the other side of the map. Todak are being corralled into their own base. They lost the mid tier 2, bottom tier 2 is out. So effectively all outer tier turrets are gone for Todak. Evo's actually just needs one good fight. Todak putting X-Ray in front. Feather X-Ray already used, but is not paying dividends at all.
Yep, at the same time as well, the Feather Airstrike is bringing Zone out here. That's going to be a 10-second window here, but now Examine Force being committed from Todak. Evo's SG baited it out. This is huge. Without the Examine Force, can they capitalize on this fight here? Lud is trying to go for the pull. Can he put it up? Nanas dodges on a whiff. And now immediate transitioning to the middle side here. E1 trying to go for the RKO. Catches JPL, but it is a really tanky hero. And now he tried to go for the Flicker Tyrant's Rage, but gets punished here. Todak will kill him off, and now Evo's SG has to back off, and this is the opportunity that Todak needs. Because of that, they will manage to defend against this right now. My goodness.
Evo's SG were not really prepared for that engage from E1, so he caught JPL. At first I thought that maybe Evo's SG can turn this around, but unfortunately they were fighting, you know, right outside Todak's space, so it was hard for Evo's SG to commit, and thankfully they did not. They recognized the situation. JPL probably made the call to just abandon him and die. Not much objective is up for grabs anyway, so Evo's SG just needs to slow it down. And so now getting RKO back, he's gonna lose his life as well. This time it's gonna be Nanas taking the kill.
Oh, that's going to be a costly one here. However, now Evo's SG giving Todak a taste of their own medicine here. And now they're going to try snipe off the bottom tower tier 3s, and they will succeed here as Evo's SG puts one lane under pressure here. And Todak now, without Forza in the picture here, they are going to try and punish JPL. Now, can they go for the kill? Tyrant's Rage is there, but is he super tanky? No, he's not. He will get shut down. Tier 3s are pretty much getting jeopardized from the creeps here. As Evo's SG, they're trying to defend as much as they can. Forza is finally regrouped with the rest of the team here. They're split off, but Todak has no damage to actually shut him down. You can see Nanas HP slowly getting chunked down. Feather Airstrike used. Forza still trying to tag his way through. Can they defend against this magical onslaught here? And it's been bouncing back to and fro, coming from both these teams here. Currently, economy-wise, Evo's SG is slightly ahead, but Chiku now on the backs of the heads.
Oh, they found Nanas, they bring him back. It's pure damage, and Uranus gets shredded instantly. Todak getting the last outer tier turret in that bot lane. And that is the lane that they kind of need to focus a bit more on, because they have lost their own inhibitor turret. And Todak now lane away. Feather Airstrike comes out, and they managed to snipe out Dear Bambi.
Dear Bambi tried to make a play, trying to cancel the Feather Airstrike, gets punished instead here, was caught out indeed. Too much magical damage indeed coming from Todak. However, this is definitely the opportunity from Todak, just because Evo's SG, they do not have the red buff up on Forza, and they know they can apply pressure right now. As Evo's SG, they need to buy time for Forza to get both his buff. In this case, Todak is already making sure they secure the blue buff on towards Evo's SG's side of the jungle. And because of that, Todak is gonna try and bait the Lord right here. As Evo's SG, can they capitalize on this here? But based on the map, you can see Evo's SG, they're gonna be prioritizing on their buffs as well, taking it away from Todak. But the Lord dropping already half. Chiku, the only damage dealer here, and Evo's SG, they're not responding to this. What's going on?
Do they not know that Lord is being started? This Lord is going over to Todak, so Evo's SG, they completely ditched that objective. They're trying to look for Nanas again.
They're looking for those kills here, but Nanas Is it going to
Oh,
be
he's
enough?
dead.
Yes, they have the damage. He's dead. Evo's SG, they have one opportunity, one up, but the Lord is going to be pushing him to the middle side now. And Toda, they're doing their best to try and win this game here. What an intense game here, Husky. I'm not expecting this kind of high tier plays as Evo's SG 5v4. Can they fight this now? E1 with the RKO. Lund getting focused down here. Where's the damage output here? But you can see Chico going out of control with the Simon Force. He's doing so much damage. The Lord is knocking his way through, but Evo's SG, they're super tanky. They're ignoring Moon, providing a little bit of zoning here, but no follow-up available. JPL with the Tyrant's Reach. Moon with the clutch Purify manages to get off instead. And Toda, they lose a little bit of members here, and Evo's SG managed to defend against the Lord, and now they're thinking about equalizing the score here, Husky.
Yeah, no one was able to touch Forza. Forza was just going ham. Thank Lord for the Purify. If not, Toda would have just lost Moon and the game would have ended. But you're starting to see Evo's SG, they were able to hit their timings, and this full magic damage line is not working out. Now E1 is getting caught out, has to go into this body double as he gets the movement speed, escapes from that. Feather airstrike also used by Moon to make sure that this tank survives. And Nerna's effectively not able to do much as he is now being pushed back. So Evo's SG, even though they kind of dropped the ball ever so slightly, they are now bringing it back. They are pushing the lane equilibrium into Todak's face once more, and it's going to be even harder for Todak to respond.
Oh no, Husky, you can see the Feather Airstrike slowly withering away here. However, learn from the size ejector, catching off Esmeralda, first one to get taken down. Chiku will shut down the Kufra instead here, but Nerna's trying his best here to zone back the guys from Evo's
Bambi!
SG, and they will shut him down. Bambi overcommitting, gets paid with his life, but fortunately for him, he does take Farsa down with him. So far, both these mages down, but as long as the marksman is still standing, the game's not over from the side of Evo's SG, but Toda, slowly but surely, they're losing their timings away, the damage output. They need to rely on Harif completely right now from side Chiku, and this is quite worrisome here from Toda now.
It's just the two Athena shields for Evo's SG, two Rose Gold Media coming up for them as well. Johe and Cho going for the eventual Rose Gold Media, and Athena shield for the carry and Kufra. It's definitely harder and harder for Toda to burst them down. They have the magic damage though. E1 needs to get a good engage. Just E1 and X-Ray are the guys to throw their bodies in the fight and hope that Chiku and Moon will be able to kill off the core targets. But so far they have not been finding any luck with Forza, and that is the win condition for Evo's SG at this point. They're gonna try to go for Nanas again.
Exactly. Not to mention as well, JPL has all the magic resist defense here, and his last item is pretty much, I think it's gonna be the Antiquirus, but once he gets that, pretty much no one from the side Toda can kill Kufra here except for Chiku with the raw damage here. And so far, Evo's SG, they understand the timing and they're trying to wait for this opportunity once again here. Chiku does have the immortality available here, but like you said, Rose Gold Meteor pick up on that soul as well. A little bit more magic resist here, throwing in favor of Evo's SG as they try and fight this here. But unfortunately to say, X-Ray, he does have the Esmeralda. There's a lot of shield procs here from side of Evo's SG, and so far he can't outlast it here. But as of now, you look at this JPL, even with the Feather Airstrike, barely just tickles his HP and he's back to full health.
Yeah, JPL just gladly accepting the back massage, and look at Evo's SG. Look at what they're doing. Nernas once more is the target, unstoppable onto him. They have the slow, they have the pure damage, but this time Nernas was able to get out. So good news for Todak. This Uranus survived that. But it was actually they're just gonna rinse and repeat. Once they catch Nernas off, they will push the lane in, they'll rotate to other lanes while Nernas respawns. But Lord is now up. This one is important, especially for Todak.
Yeah, they need this game. They need this game in order to survive their chances here to make it to advance further in the tournament here. If they lose this game, that's done. Evo's SG, they're going all out here. Toda, they're giving their best. Can they defend against this here? But X-Ray racking up those shields here. You can see he's trying to reset here coming from the side of Evo's SG. They don't want X-Ray to have those shields. Goes in for the jump. Immediate Purify available here. Nice disengage from the side of X-Ray, but he's trying his best to try and stabilize his shield here. Unfortunately, will get reset back again here. So, making a run for it here. But Toda, look at this. They're not so tanky. Evo's SG, they're trying to find an opportunity to go for the kills here. But unfortunately, say 3 immortalities up on towards Toda now. And the Lord is going to be the key component here. But 18 minutes has passed. The Lord is going to be having his HP chunked up even higher by the minute, by the second. As Evo's SG, they need to make some kind of plays here, Husky.
You can see JPL trying to fish for someone. Does miss the mark onto E1, who was hiding in the pixel brush. But They had to respond to the top lane for a bit, for a while, because it was actually had that minute we pushed in. They're not too worried about the bottom lane, because bottom lane, it was actually has the inhibitor advantage. And now this is just a slow dance between both teams where no one wants to fully commit in fear of losing out a fight, but at the same time, they know that this Lord is crucial. This Lord is pivotal to their victory, and Toda kind of made the better choice by pushing the mid lane in. This will force someone to respond to it, and now they're going to get the RKO onto JPL. They pull him back. Chiku, do they have the damage to JPL? He's just going to tank out as much damage as he can. He flickers away, but Nana's in the back line. Bambi will push him away with the flame shot, and EVOS SG, they will just make the call to retreat.
Oh my goodness, JPL took the entire full setup from side of Toda and he came out with half HP. How do you survive that here? But on top of that, Forza still trying to find those kind of kills here. Fortunately for them, Toda, Nenas is trying Soul, being a huge nuisance right now as Soul. He's gonna get focused down here as Soul. Trying to go for the Wave Dragon. Can he go for the two-man stun? He catches Moon, Purify, walks away, 1 HP, but no follow-up available from side of EVOS SG.
Wow, what a great attempt from Soul, but unfortunately the Purify made sure that Moon would survive that. So this time, Soul is dead for 40 seconds. This should be Todax's Lord for sure. He will actually just have to wait for Soul to come back to life.
I don't think they can go for the Lord here just because of how lacking in terms of damage here. And it's been 20 minutes into this game. The Lord is going to be super tanky and they're relying on Chiku being the only one doing the damage here. And look at this, A1 getting chunked out pretty hard here. Feather Airstrike being coming in as well. They need the buff here, but the RKO pulls them back. JPL is there. Here comes Bambi. The wombo combos are there. Immortality
Chiku's
getting
dead.
baited out as well. Nanas from the sides are going there. Chiku's dead as well. The Immortality second time. Does he resurrect? No, he does not. He goes back to the dead here. Go back to your deathbed here as Nunax trying to buy a little bit more time and he's dropping super low. Forza going towards the chase here. EVOS SG going to go for the push. JPL, can he go for a dunk? No, it does not. Lun looking for the ejector here, but nice stun here coming from Moon to buy a little bit of time here. But once again, EVOS SG triumphs about this small engagement here as Chiku will be on the sidelines for 30 seconds. X-Ray will immediately cut the creep waves here to prevent EVOS SG from taking a very, very smooth Lord here. As you can see, Forza already making his way towards the Lord now, Husky.
Yep, and EVOS SG, they have the numbers advantage, they have all the lanes pushed in. They should be able to get this Lord unless X-Ray can steal it away. You can see he's thinking for it. Here comes the falling star when he goes for the engage, but again, EVOS SG, they pull back, they get the Lord, they kill off X-Ray. So much patience. Now Nunas tries to fight, but why are you there? Nunas, my man, get away. Flame shot is onto him. Lun looking for the unstoppable. Doesn't really matter as Forza will kill him off. 2 huge kills for EVOS SG. This might be it. EVOS SG, they are looking for the win.
The alley-oop right there, Lun taxing him with Forza, giving him the assist here, going for the dunk. EVOS SG playing an NBA All-Star match right here against Todax A1, and seems to me they're on the verge of winning this game, taking a clean 2-0. Will it happen? Because the Lord is going to be knocking down the south side. And as you can see, Chiku is back online now, but as of now, everyone from Satoda does not have those immortalities on the sides here. 180 seconds on the cooldowns for those the items here. And EVOS SG, this is their opening. Can they go in for the close? Well, how will they do this here, Husky?
They're trying to kill off Lun, but mid inhibitor is already down, so Jawhead will be killed off. And JPL goes in, misses the engage, but EVOS SG, they have bigger fish to fry, they have bigger objective, and it's gonna be the crystal, but Toda, they're gonna hold their final stand. Chico being forced back, not dead yet, but the airstrike comes back out, pops the immortality of dear Bambi, but Bambi is gonna come back to life. Where is Forza though? Forza, the important target, running away. Chico defends the base, Falling Star comes out. Forza immobilized, has the immortality, but he has to retreat. Can he dash away with the light wheel? Seems like he cannot, and Toda barely holds on. Forza comes back to life, only to be shut down. 3 dead for EVOS SG, but unfortunately Toda, off of that win, will still have to defend against this surge of super minions from EVOS SG.
Oh my goodness, Husky. All 3 lanes are still on the backs of the wall here. Toda, they're fighting for their lives, for their tournament lives. EVOS SG, they can't seem to close out this game. JPL could not do anything. They had to sacrifice Forza. And now, Toda, they're still on their last line here. Half HP on the crystal. They're forcing their way into the middle side. So, trying to go for the snipe. And EVOS SG, they are known for this kind of plays. Toda already at the bases of EVOS SG. There is no Forza. Can they defend against this here? RKO looking for the plays. They're trying to finish off Loon. Here is one creep. The Crystal still surviving here. Chico ignoring the teams here. He's gonna focus on Crystal,
my
but
God.
here comes Odir Bambi from the side as well. They're gonna push them
Oh,
back.
so?
Oh my
He
goodness,
found Moon.
Soda, they're backing off, and Moon, they found him. They found him. Oh no, they're backed off as well. They have to back off. Soda so close. Evo's SG. They somehow managed to defend. Now the blue buff, Chiku trying to steal it away. GPL doesn't want to give him the bluff. Can Odir Bambi get it? Yes, he will.
gets it.
Toda, they
Oh.
lose the blue buff. Oh no!
Evo's SG, they so patient. The lack of physical damage told out they were not able to hit the crystal. They had no minions. So they waited for Bambi to come in. They held on so well. Evo's SG, they're gonna snatch victory from the jaws of Toda, and now they're going for 5-5. 4-man RKO from E1, but is it enough though? They've managed to get one. They queue up Odir Bambi, but Evo's SG, they want the crystal. Where's the minion wave? No minion wave. Loon is punching onto the objective, but there's no minion wave for Evo's SG to close out the game. Todak, they hold on for the second time in a row, and this might be the window, but they have a lot of super minions pushing in. 40 seconds for Todak to make magic happen, and Evo's SG, they need to hold on for 40 more seconds.
As the game progresses, the longer this drag, the cooldown timers are going to increase here. Everyone is on max level. It's all about raw skill here. Rock Potion up on the nuts. So he's trying so hard to go in for the solo kill. Can he go in, Moon? Is he going to kill him? The Shunpo shield. Moon, can he kill him off? Yes, he will. And that's going to be 3 from the side of Evo's SG. Toda making a comeback. Oh, immortality up on the X-ray. The creeps are already on the crystal. Can they defend against this here? Farsight is there. 5
That was
from
the
the side
end.
of Toda. They're focusing the crystal, and Toda, they make a comeback.
No minions.
No minion base of minion. No minions. Do they have the damage? Do they have the damage? They're trying their best. Will they take the crystal? Yes, they will. And Toda makes a miraculous comeback. They drag it to game 3. Husky, the game.
That was just that felt impossible, right? That felt like a Todak. That felt like a Todak kind of game. It's the only game that a team like Todak can pull off. But E1 made the crucial play. That 4-man ultimate actually